Well, it is, Tucker, and it again just puts the lie to Joe Biden's repeated insistence that he knew nothing about Hunter's overseas business dealings. In fact, he was intimately involved, and you hear with his own voice where he says to his son about this New York Times story, I think you're clear, as in you're out of trouble. This is, at least evidence of some sort of guilty knowledge. And what it shows is that they were in trouble because the New York Times had come very close to the story about the whole Biden family, Hunter, Joe, and his brother, Uncle Jim Biden, their involvement with this Chinese energy company in a multi-million-dollar partnership. And suddenly, Patrick Ho, one of the executives of that company, is arrested at JFK on bribery charges, and the New York Times is sniffing around, and there are texts showing that Hunter is panicking about this. His lawyer tells him, don't worry, I've hosed down the New York Times. I've been talking to the reporter and they're not going to mention Joe. And then after the story comes out, Hunter's very relieved, and he tells his lawyer, well, you did an amazing job of turning it into a big fat nothing.
Amazing. Because, of course, Hunter Biden had no skills. He was trading on his father's government job. That's how he got the job at the oil company. Exactly. Randy Devine, who's done so much great reporting on this, thank you so much.
Thanks, Tucker.
Well, Joe Biden repeatedly denied knowing anything about Hunter Biden's dealings with China. He's always tried to distance himself from any suspicion, any hint of involvement with dealings with China. But the drip feed of information that's coming out, which is very, very slow, with the liberal left-wing media. They're very slow to drip feed information like this because they're very reluctant to release information like this. But it's in the public interest that America knows what's going on. And there should be full disclosure of everything. And it's very suspicious that the American people are not being told the full story about what went on. Whether Hunter Biden's innocent or not, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. That's not my concern. What I'm concerned about is the withholding of information that is in the interest of the American people. And it's a disgrace how they're allowed to get away with it. How they're allowed to withhold information like this. And really, voices should be sounding out. Voices should be heard as to what has actually happened. Has Hunter Biden done underhand dealings with Chinese officials? Does Joe Biden know exactly what's been going on all this time? These are the questions that the mainstream media refuse to ask because they're scared to ask it. And they are a disgrace. It's time they became real journalists again and asked these questions on behalf of the American people. It's a disgrace how they're treating the nation by not standing up and asking these hard questions that need to be answered.